Hustle here with a quick video about investing in copper coins. I strongly believe copper is an up-and-coming metal for investment. Well, I say up-and-coming, it's been in use for thousands of years, but with the modern day technological and digital boom, it seems to be having more and more uses. Countries like China are actually investing huge sums of money in countries where there are copper mines and known copper deposits. I've heard stories about governments stockpiling this in vast amounts for the future. The prices are slowly rising. Obviously you have good days, bad years, bad years. But on the whole, it is a rising metal. It's hard to open a newspaper these days without hearing stories of wire theft from train tracks, factories. You hear stories about people die trying to get hold of this stuff. So here's a quick and easy way for investing in copper coinage. I am British, you might be able to tell, so I'm going to base this on British coins, the 1 and 2 pence. As with silver coins, they stopped being produced with a silver content for public use in 1947. They stopped producing copper coins, 1 and 2 pences with a high copper content. They were stopped being produced in 1992. There was a short period in 1998 and 1999 where they were reusing copper. But yeah, it happens when obviously the value of the metal rises above the actual face value of the coin. So just to give you an example, an old 2p from before 1992 is actually closer to 4 pence copper value. So you can understand why it's actually worth hanging on to these, as they did with the silver coins back in the 40s. Well, you still hear it in America, people coin roll searching and pulling out the odd bit of silver. I'm not saying people are going to be doing that in 40 years' time with copper coins, so getting excited when they pull one out of a world coin bag, but you never know. I have seen recently this new trend of copper investing. People are spending stupid amounts of money, sort of £20-25 a kilo on copper bullion. They look nice, but personally I believe it's a silly investment. Copper trades at about £5 at the moment. I can't see you getting a return on that for a long time, and the premiums you're paying it's higher than buying silver bullion, and there's just so many better investments on metals than buying these. So I personally believe copper coinage is the way forwards. You're practically doubling your money, with the old coins being worth double their face value. An easy way to pick out the steel from the copper is the use of a magnet. Obviously, copper being non-magnetic, it instantly picks out the steel, leaving you with this. So there I've got 7 pence, which is closer to 14 pence copper value. So that's not bad. If you look at it on a larger scale, in here I've got about £25 sterling of 1 and 2p's, which equates to about £50 copper value. By law, you're not allowed to melt this stuff down due to the Queen's face being on it. I have heard stories about people driving 200 kilos of it across the channel to France to get it melted down. And I imagine people are melting it down in small amounts and flogging it to the scrapyard. But I personally believe holding on to it is a good investment. You're instantly doubling your money, turning 2p into 4p's worth of copper. And unlike many other investments, if copper did fall, the prices, I don't see that happening. But this is always going to be worth 2p face value. I can take these coins out, I can put them back in the bank. I can go to the shop, buy my groceries, pay my bills, pay my rent. Not that 25 quid would do that, but it's still usable currency. And I'm a strong believer in holding on to physical investments instead of the paper investments or high interest accounts. After all, it's just paper. It has no real value apart from the number 10 there, which supposedly means 10 English pounds. But with investments in metals, you're pretty certain to, if you know what you're on about, you're pretty certain to be able to outdo any high interest account. Since being into silver in the last few years, silver prices have risen and fallen, but as a whole have done better than most high interest accounts I can think of. So I personally prefer my money to be in items like silver, copper and gold. So thanks for watching. Please message any thoughts or ideas. Tell me if you're doing the same. Subscribe, and I'll have some more videos coming up soon. Alright, cheers.